International Accounting by Group 22C06 is entitled A Comparative Analysis of Accounting Diversity Within IFRS and GAAP Evidence from Selected Multinational Companies. The study critically examines how differences between IFRS and US GAAP affect financial reporting and international comparability in multinational corporations.
So this is our group members, Nurul Aliasmin binti Azrizal, Nurul Ain binti Zulkifli, Nur Edrin Natasha binti Khairubarin, Nurul Syafiqah binti Salim, and Amirul Ashraf bin Ahmed. The food and beverage industry is one of the largest and most global industry in the world. It's played a major role in international trade and employment because multinational companies operate across many countries. They face different accounting standards and currency. This made the industry a suitable context for studying international accounting diversity. Nestlé is a Switzerland-based multinational operating in almost 190 countries, offering a wide range of food and nutrition products. In 2024, it reported strong sales and prepared its financial statement using IFRS. Meanwhile, Coca-Cola, headquartered in the United States, is a leading global beverage company with over 200 brands. It reported high revenue in 2024 and prepared its financial report under US GAAP. These two companies use different accounting standards despite operating in the same industry. This study is important because it shows how different accounting standards, namely IFRS and US GAAP, affect financial reporting. By comparing Nestlé and Coca-Cola, we can understand how international accounting difference influence financial statement comparability, transparency, and investor decision making.
This slide introduces accounting diversity between IFRS and US GAAP using Nestlé and Coca-Cola. Nestlé applies IFRS, which is principle-based and allows more adjustment, while Coca-Cola follows US GAAP, which is more rule-based. Key differences appear in revenue recognition, inventory valuation, and asset measurement, even though both companies operate in same food and beverage industry. This slide highlights the main accounting differences and their impact. Although revenue standards are similar, IFRS allows more adjustment, while US GAAP is more prescriptive. IFRS also provides LITO and allows asset evaluation, whereas US GAAP is more conservative. As a result, reported profit, asset, and financial ratio may differ, making direct comparison between Nestlé and Coca-Cola more challenging.
Under IFRS, Nestlé applies IAS 21 where transactions are recorded at spot rate and remeasured at closing rate, with existing differences recognized in profit or loss. In 2024, Nestlé clearly disclosed that foreign exchange movements reduced reported sales by about CHF 3.4 billion despite strong underlying performance. In contrast, Coca-Cola followed US GAAP under ASC 830 where foreign exchange effects are embedded directly in the income statement. Overall, IFRS provides clearer separation between operational performance and currency effect, while US GAAP results in greater earning volatility. Translation arises when multinational companies consolidate foreign subsidiaries that operate in different functional currency. Under both IFRS and US GAAP, translation does not affect cash flow and is therefore recognized in equity rather than profit or loss. Nestlé applies IAS 21, translating assets and liabilities at the closing rate and income and expenses at average rate. With translation differences recorded in other comprehensive income, this supports constant currency performance analysis and prevents short-term exchange rate movements from distorting operating results. Coca-Cola follows ASC 830 under US GAAP using similar machines but with a more prospective and disclosure-intensive framework. Translation adjustments are recorded in accumulated OCI, emphasizing numerical transparency rather than performance interpretations. Overall, while the technical treatment is similar, IFRS prioritizes economic substance and performance clarity, whereas US GAAP prioritizes consistency and detailed disclosure.
This is a comparison of Nestlé and Coca-Cola. For the overall reporting, which is Nestlé is more flexible and use judgment, while Coca-Cola follows strict rules about their revenue and inventory. IFRS allow more freedom, so Nestlé may show higher inventory and margins, while Coca-Cola use strict method like LIFO. For the asset and investment, Nestlé can revalue asset and capitalize development cost, and Coca-Cola record asset at historical cost. The last one is risk, leasing, and currency. IFRS show risk and lease cost yearly, making result more volatile, while US GAAP is strict and clear. Here are the main issues for Nestlé and Coca-Cola. The first one is about global comparability. Different accounting rules make it hard to compare performance and need more reports. And the second one, currency and world rates. Changes in money value and politics can affect their earnings, so companies need better ways to manage this. About the credit losses, it's about rules for expecting unpaid bills are different, which can change profit report. For the leases and assets, it's all about how factories, warehouses, and equipment are recorded affect company numbers. The last one is sustainability and brand value. Spending on eco-friendly products, research, and brand image is treated differently and affect how investors see the company. Two giant companies with two different accounting rules. Nestlé use IFRS, flexible global but requires judgment. Coca-Cola use US GAAP, strict rules, consistent but doesn't allow show true value. IFRS lets Nestlé revalue asset and clearly show currency impact. US GAAP keep Coca-Cola numbers with conservative LIFO inventory. Same business, different standard, completely different number. That's why investors must adjust and compare carefully. When companies operate in many countries, they face real money problem that accounting rules cannot fix. Currency changes when the Swiss francs get the weaker. Nestlé sales drop by $3.4 billion, even though the business is fine. It makes planning impossible. Next, hard to understand reports. Nestlé show clearly how currency affects sales. Coca-Cola make you search through many pages to find the same information. Fourth, the problem is hidden value. When companies spend money on digital technology and building their brands, these costs disappear from the balance sheet. Nobody sees the real value. So no accounting rule, IFRS or US GAAP solve this problem. Company must show investors the real operational performance separate from currency effect.